What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Better Body, Better Life podcast. I am your host, Vince Sant, and today I want to talk about how you think about weight loss. We usually share a lot of practical tips and advice on this podcast, and you'll find like a ton of resources of this kind of stuff in your fitness program of what to eat and how to eat and what to do with gym, right? But one thing that can essentially make or break your success when losing weight is how you think about the entire process. It's the belief system around it, right? So today I'm going to walk you through 3 beliefs that you might have right now that are making weight loss way harder than it needs to be.
Welcome to the V-Shred Better Body, Better Life podcast, where we help you live your best life while working on your health and fitness goals. We're here to make your journey fun and inspiring.
Okay, so one of the most common limiting beliefs that you might have about weight loss is around working out. Now look, everybody knows exercising is good for you, right? It's good for your heart, it's good for your circulation, it's good for just clearing your head. It's like therapy sometimes, helping you focus. But one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're trying to lose weight is believing that exercise burns a ton of calories and is how they burn the most fat. The truth is, it takes a lot of exercise and even very specific types of exercise to get your body burning even a decent amount of fat. The biggest lever when it comes to fat loss is going to come down to your diet. So spending hours at the gym is not that effective. Working out every day, I mean, obviously there's going to be more benefits to working out more consistently, but if you're killing yourself in the gym 7 days a week for multiple hours and you're following some crazy boot camp style workout that has you breathing super hard and hating your life, it leaves you thinking that you're burning up a ton of calories and a ton of fat. Well, your body's too smart for that. And over time, your body starts to adapt. And so even though an extensive workout might feel like you just burned thousands of calories and that they're going to burn a ton of fat, the reality is the net effect of that workout is still very minimal. And when you work out too hard for too many days in a row, you're going to get hungrier, you're going to get burnt out, you're probably going to end up quitting, eating way more calories than you need to. And that makes it extremely tough to lose weight or maintain your weight loss, right? Even with all that hard work. And so this is, like I said, one of the reasons why people quit, because they burn themselves out, because they're trying too hard and they're not getting the results that they think they should be getting from all the effort that they're putting in. So I would always recommend, especially if you're just starting out or haven't been working out for a while, right, is to focus mainly on your diet. The calories that you burn throughout the day, over 80% of those come from resting. So your workouts are only accounting for 10, 15, 20% tops of your daily calories burned. So if you burn, let's say 2,500 calories in a day, you're burning 2,000 of those calories by sitting on the couch, walking from your car to the office, walking up the stairs, all that, laying in bed, all that stuff that you're doing while not working out is burning the majority of your calories. So what you're doing at the gym is good for a bunch of things, right? But when it comes to burning calories, it's not the most efficient thing in the world. But when you are watching what you eat, when you clean up your diet, when you clean up that part, that's when you're more likely to develop some better results because you're going to have better eating habits. You're going to lose weight more steadily, right? And that weight's going to stay off for good because you're focusing on the right things. You don't even have to be extreme about this. Most people can lose weight by just shaving off 300 to 500 calories per day from their daily intake, which is really not a lot. That's literally like 4 tablespoons of peanut butter or a very small sandwich. And so, yes, you should still work out. I always encourage people to work out. You 100% should work out, but make sure that you're not doing it as a way to burn all your calories. It's the old saying, you can't out-train a bad diet. I don't care how much you work out, you're not going to be able to do it. So your biggest advantage when it comes to losing weight will always be your diet. Now, that's the first limiting belief. The second limiting belief is that you need to weigh yourself every single day to measure your progress. People get way too focused on the scale. And look, the scale is a great way to give yourself a baseline, right? And benchmarks, right? It's a good way to see your progress over time. And even though you definitely can weigh yourself every day, just keep in mind that the number that you see can be influenced by how hydrated you are, how much salt was in your last few meals, your stress levels, your sleep. For a lot of women also, your hormones, your menstrual cycle, right? Basically, that number is rarely a truly accurate number for how much you actually weigh, let alone your progress. It can literally fluctuate by over 5 pounds within a day. And so I always recommend using the scale as just one of several ways to measure your progress. A few other ways that you might measure this would be measuring like a measuring tape around your waist, your hips, your arms to see how many inches you're losing. Because when you're losing fat, you should see those numbers going down, right? Also, pay attention to how your clothes fit. If you got some clothes that you've been wearing all the time lately because it's like the only thing in your closet that fits anymore, and now all of a sudden it's starting to get a little baggier, that's good. If you got some clothes that have been at the bottom of your drawers for a little while because they fit a little tight and now all of a sudden they're kind of fitting kind of nice, that's good. And then also your overall energy and how motivated you feel to keep going, how happy you are, right? As you see those changes in the mirror and then how your clothes fit, that's going to make you feel better about what you're doing. It's going to help you continue to build that momentum, right? Stack those small wins. And then when it comes to like weighing yourself, I always say, I mean, like I said, you can weigh yourself every single day if you want. Just make sure that you don't have a mindset of that's the only thing that you're focusing on. And if it says that you gained weight today, you're not going to get demotivated by it. It's not going to make you throw in the towel because you're not getting progress, because that's not an indicator of progress, right? But over time, it will be. And so if you weigh yourself, I always say once a week, just to see over time. Because if you want to lose 50, so let's say you're 200 pounds, you want to weigh 150 pounds. Over time, you want to lose 50 pounds. But you're not going to lose 1 pound every single day consistently because of those fluctuations. So every single week, if you're weighing yourself Saturday morning, first thing when you wake up, you should see a gradual decline in your weight. So that will show you progress over time rather than looking at or getting too lost in the day-to-day fluctuations. And then, like I said, a lot of people, they overlook those other things that are going to be indicators of progress, like measuring your waist or your hips or your arms or how your clothes fit or how much energy you have. So tip number 2 would be to stop focusing so much on the scale. Yes, you can use that as an indicator of progress over time, but don't get so fixated on it that you're throwing out any idea of progress because you gained 3 pounds. You probably had a high fat or high salt or high carb meal a little too late last night, or you didn't get good sleep and your body's a little stressed out. That's okay. Saturday morning, weigh yourself, same time. And over time, you'll see that weight going down as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Limiting belief number 3 is that I need to lose X amount of weight by Y date. And everybody does this, right? Having a goal weight. And I'm not sitting here saying that having a goal weight is a bad thing. Having a goal weight and a goal date is okay because it can be motivating. It can give you a goal to strive for, right? But the problem is weight loss is, like I said, not linear. It's mostly not linear, right? And so it's easy to get frustrated or feel like you're not making progress some weeks, even though your metabolism is actually working just like it should. And you might also be gaining some muscle. You might be replacing fat with muscle, and muscle is much more dense. So 1 pound of muscle looks like 5 pounds of fat. So if you put on a pound of muscle, it's going to weigh the same as if you lost 5 pounds of fat. So you might literally be getting smaller, but the scale might say the same thing. So if you get too rigid about a goal weight by a certain date, then you're going to be putting too much pressure on yourself, and you could even be sabotaging yourself without even realizing it. And so instead of holding yourself to this one limiting belief, I recommend setting a goal weight, but leaving the date that you reach that goal open-ended. This will give you the freedom to focus on the day-to-day without trying to push too hard or think that what you're doing should be getting better results than what you're getting. For most people, what's going to happen is you set that goal and then the opposite's going to happen. You're just going to tell yourself that because you're working so hard, this isn't worth it, right? All the work that you're putting in and day out is for what? You're committed to these activities that will get you there, from cleaning up your diet, staying hydrated, exercising consistently. But what you just need to focus on is the fact that that goal, that date, even if you're going on vacation in 3 months from now, sure, you want to get in as good of shape as possible by that 3 months. But what you don't want to do is get pissed off within that 3 months and quit before that 3 months is there, or quit after that 3 months. Because fact of the matter is, if you're just focusing on the day to day and what you need to do, rather than the results that you're getting every single day, you will get there. If you fall in love with the process of doing what you're supposed to be doing every single day, it becomes a matter of when you hit that weight loss goal rather than if you hit that weight loss goal. And to be honest, who cares when you hit that goal as long as you do hit that goal? I would rather take guaranteed results than fast results, because those fast results are usually going to come with a bunch of side effects that are going to make it not last, or you're going to fall off right after. And so get comfortable with not knowing when you're going to lose that weight. That's okay. That's good. And if you want some help from a coach that's going to help you clean up your diet, help you get on track, help you set some better goals, help you fix your mindset, then we have some coaches available right now. They can put together a custom diet plan, take all the guesswork out of the eating equation, and they'll also be there for you to answer any questions that you have, or if you need some motivation along the way, if you're struggling with anything. So if you're interested in something like that, then there should be a link down below for all the details, or above, wherever it is. But either way, I hope what I went over today, it was a little bit different, but I hope it was helpful, and I hope you got a couple takeaways from it. I had a good time. Hope you did too. And I will see you in the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of V-Shred's Better Body, Better Life podcast. Whether you're doing one of our programs, taking our supplements, or just doing things on your own, tune in every week for exclusive content with Vince, V-Shred trainers, and special guests as they share valuable tips around motivation, workouts, food, and living a healthier lifestyle. See you next time.